Many thanks for joining us on the news at 2 on Lagos Television. I am Aminat Idlegushi. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu says the African Union community is activated a standby force to counter terrorism and will continue to explore funding options. President Tinubu, who is the chairman of ECOWAS Authority of Heads of State and Government, disclosed this while highlighting some of the progress made by the West African Economic Bloc and the prevailing challenges at the 6th Mid-Year Coordination Meeting of the African Union. The president said ECOWAS has been supporting member states to enhance electoral and governance processes and recently deployed election observation missions to Senegal and Togo, both of which elections were judged to be peaceful, transparent, and fair.
With regards to governance and democracy, we continue to support our member states in enhancing electoral and governance processes. We have successfully managed some post-election dialogue, thus consolidating democracy in the region. To this end, we deployed election observation mission to Senegal, Togo this year, and we were adjudged to be free, transparent, and fair.
The president also disclosed that consultations are ongoing to revise the ECOWAS 2001 Supplementary Protocol on Democracy and Good Governance.
To strengthen our normative instrument, we have continued to consultation with key stakeholders and authorities towards revising the ECOWAS 201 Supplementary Protocol on Democracy and Good Governance.
The president noted that the bloc faces multiple threats, including member states withdrawing, geopolitical rivalries, terrorism, food insecurity, climate change, and the spread of misinformation and disinformation. The House of Representatives has expressed a readiness to investigate allegations that products being produced at the Dangote refinery are inferior to imported ones. Speaker of the House of Representatives, Honorable Tajuddin Abbas, remarked this while expressing concern over the controversy surrounding the quality of imported refined products into Nigeria, emphasizing that the Green Chamber would establish a committee to investigate the matter thoroughly. Abbas says sample products from various sources would undergo testing as part of this initiative. The speaker also expressed admiration for the infrastructure at the Dangote oil refinery, describing it as a significant asset in Nigeria's quest for self-sufficiency in petroleum products. It noted that the refinery has positioned itself as a pivotal player, especially at a time when global concerns over energy security and sustainability are paramount. Commending the state-of-the-art technology implemented at the petroleum refinery, Abbas praised it as revolutionary and a shining example of engineering and innovation excellence. A federal high court in Abuja has declined to bar Governor Siminalayi Fubara from spending government funds pending the hearing and determining the suit filed by the Martin Amawole's-led River State House of Assembly. Ruling on the motion ex parte, Justice Emeka declined to grant the prayers, though he ordered the plaintiff to put the defendant on notice. Justice Nwete, however, granted the motion ex parte to serve the 5th to 10th defendants in the matter by substituted means and further adjourned the matter to the 7th of August to hear the motion on notice. The 5th to 10th defendant, Governor Fubara's Accountant General of Rivers Independent Electoral Commission, Chief Judge of Rivers State, and Chairperson of RCEC, Adolphus Enebele, and the government of Rivers State. And back home in Lagos, over 200,000 primary 6 pupils in the state participated in the 2024 placement test by continuous assessment schools conducted by the state government across 6 education districts. Olajumoke Oyewumi has the details.
This placement test for primary 6 pupils transiting to government public junior secondary schools in Lagos State for the year 2024-2025 academic session is part of the state government's efforts to provide quality education for students. Monitoring the conduct of the placement test at some designated center within Ajeromi Felodun, Surulere and others, officials of the Lagos State Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education, led by its Commissioner Tolani Alibalogun, expressed satisfaction.
I've been to about 3 to 4 centers today. We have a calm situation, well organized. But notwithstanding, there are little itches here and there that we are able to curtail. I went to those centers with extra question papers and OMR so that we have irregular peoples who we also want to accommodate in the school system.
I did mathematics, quantitative, and primary science, English, verbal reasoning, and general studies. It was very simple for me.
In line with its mission to coordinate and supervise teaching and learning process, management of the Lagos State Education Board, led by its chairman, Akim Shitu, were also at some centers on the island and mainland to also monitor the exercise.
We did a placement exam for students in primary 6 going to JSS1, and just to assess them and know that they are fit to be in those JSS classes. So far, so good. It's been well, and we're doing well. You understand? So nothing so remarkable, but everything is working well.
The Lagos State government, they really tried, and everything was okay. The arrangements, even coming here this morning, the arrangements, those that coordinated the examination, everything, they are all on ground, and everything was going on well.
The placement test is a major requirement for pupils seeking the 2024-2025 admission into the Lagos Model Colleges, upgraded junior and secondary schools, and the first phase aptitude test that will guide for selecting the best pupils. Olajumoke Oyewumi, LTV News.
The Lagos State Police Command has postponed its town hall meeting from July 23rd to July 25th, 2024. The State Commissioner of Police, Adegoke Fayuade, says the postponement was necessary to enable more inclusive, comprehensive and engaging meeting. He noted that the venue remains Apowa Hall, Oduduwa Street, Ikeja, GRA at 10 a.m. The meeting is themed Enhanced Community Engagement and Participation in Fostering Peace, Security and Unity in Lagos State. The Lagos State Task Force has commenced the removal of illegal structures built along the Ibeju-Lekki-Ekpe Expressway following the Lagos State High Court judgment on the disputed land. The enforcement exercise is at the instance of the certificate of execution and warrant of possession issued by the court to the Onyorisa community on the land.
Is that we met a company here, and that company's name is China Arbor Company Limited. We took them to court to vacate our land, and the court gave us judgments, and at the same time they went ahead to appeal that judgment, and that appeal too was in our favor. They didn't go further. That means they have released the whole thing to us. So now we have come to take possession of the land, and what did we see? We saw that another person has put up a fence, an unknown person to us, to any member of the family. So that is why we are here. We went back to court to revalidate the court judgment.
Community leaders commended the judiciary and the Lagos State government for their fairness and unbiased, while describing the court's decision as a historic legacy for the community and the state. The Lagos State Football Association and the National Institute for Sport has reached agreement on special training program for local coaches to get certification and license. The partnership marked a new trajectory for football development in Lagos, and it will improve the fortune of coaches by enhancing their capacity to contribute to talent discovery at the grassroots level. We have details in our sports report.
In its quest to improve the football ecosystem, the Lagos State Football Association has entered into partnership with the management of National Institute for Sport to train local coaches. Speaking during the presentation of operating licenses of coaches, Chairman Lagos State Football Association Gafar Ali Ahmed explained that the training course to be organized by the NIS will be for 3 months. Liamid, who commended the collaboration with the NIS under the leadership of Director General Professor Olawale, says trained coaches will receive LSFA licenses to practice their profession in the state. The LSFA boss explained that the intention is to ensure that grassroots coaches that are not lettered are not left behind by gaining necessary certification to earn the LSFA license.
Majority of our coaches are just operating without proper license. Yes, you have the certification, but are you licensed? So, and it is only the FA that can license the coaches. So that is why the collaboration between the Lagos State Football Association and NIS is a marriage made only for proper football. So as you know, this association has said it from the beginning that it will not be football as usual, it will be football administration as normal.
Registrar of NIS, Belmont Benson, who represented the Director General, remarks that the partnership between LSFA and the NIS is historic, as it will set an enviable benchmark for the development of football coaches across the country. Benson commended the LSFA for coming up with a special training program, adding that the NSI will continue to strengthen its partnership with the LSFA for the benefits of football in Lagos State.
We have so many, of our youths that have passion, have skills in, football. But the problem of, those to tutor them has been a challenge. And we don't want a situation like it is in the past for people without, proper training to be taking charge of our youth, especially with the kind of vices that are very common today. So it's good that anyone who will, be taking charge of youth should have some basic training so that we are sure of whoever you are releasing your kids to.
About 52 coaches received license at the presentation ceremony, attended by the board members of the LSFA, executives of the Football Coaches Association, football administrators, and other dignitaries.
For more news, connect with Lagos Television on these social media platforms. Many thanks for staying with us. Please remember to call the Lagos State toll-free lines 767-0112 in case of emergencies. I am Aminat Idligushi. See you again at 4 p.m.